MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports. But even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. If you go down 3-0 in any series, you're fighting nearly an impossible uphill battle. Feels like the series kind of rides on this game right here.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Chicago Cubs.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, Dero?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in. He'll breeze through 7 strong.
Jose Quintana will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, you know that 5th inning can be an awful demanding inning for a starting pitcher. It's kind of like Wednesday being the hump day during the day of the week. Every starter knows they have to go 5 innings to qualify for a win. He wasn't particularly good in his last one, taking the loss, and I'm sure he's hoping for a much better fortune in this one today.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Leading off tonight for Washington, shortstop, Ray Turner.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a swing and a miss as Game 3 begins with a first pitch strike, 0-1. Here it comes. And he'll lay off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Washington shortstop. And Chicago is a far cry from the 90s all spring training. 48 degrees our game time temperature. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
You know, when you're facing a top of the line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
The 1-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he's going to try for 3 right out of the chute tonight. The relay throw, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple. Well, talk about starting the game with a bang, boys.
Yeah, Matt, and there's a reason this guy is leading off tonight. He can flat out fly, as you can see here. He squares up on this thing. and kicks it into high gear for a triple to start us off.
In now is Adam Eaton. RBI chance early on here with a man at third following the leadoff triple. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect. But if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
One and two now to Adam Eaton. Quintana has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
Turner at third with nobody out. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit on the ground to third. Bryant is up with it. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And he'll be rung up here by Clyde Washington. Strike 3 at the knees, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And he misses 2-1.
Count 2-1.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Zobrist is in pursuit. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Nationals on top, 1-0. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Gio Gonzalez gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Gio Gonzalez, quality lefty. First thing you think of when you think of Gio, that big overhand curveball. Might be one of the best curveballs of baseball. Pretty good fastball, too. 92 to 93 miles an hour. That big overhand hook and a straight changeup. Really quality pitcher.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
Digging in, Anthony Rizzo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Rizzo.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. In head-to-head meetings with Gio Gonzalez, he's totaled 4 hits in 25 tries. He's taken him deep once. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
1-2, here it comes. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's another 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now another 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Rendon is there. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Chris Bryant.
Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0. and it's fouled away. The 1-1. He's a heater in there for a strike.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fourth.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. I tried to backdoor him there, but it's a full count now, 3 and 2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Now the 3 and 2 pitch. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So stepping in, George Springer. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-1 home. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. The 1-2. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Another 1-2 delivery, and he fouls this one off.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. Here's Javier Baez in head-to-head meetings with Gio Gonzalez. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. He also has 1 home run. First pitch coming. Here it is. And misses badly on a pitch down in the dirt. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Now the 2-0. High and away, not close. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Stepping into the box, Addison Russell, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Bryant at second. Baez at first. 2 out in the inning. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Yeah, it looked like the center fielder got a fairly good jump on this ball, but he just doesn't have enough hops to bring it in. And once it's by him, you know he was going to get at least a double.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He swings and grounds it to short. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
That's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Hero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. 1-0 the count. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Ball 2 now.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
Gonzalez comes set. Here it is on 2-0. 3-0 now.
3 balls, no strike.
Up to an even 30 pitches here in the first inning. That one's in there. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Three runs already home here. Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors and 2 men left stranded. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 3 and the Nats 1. Now at the plate, Daniel Murphy.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0. Now here's a line drive that will make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Now in the box, Ryan Zimmerman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
Yeah, and just one pitch after giving up the base knock, he uncorks a wild one and allows him to go to second. That's like giving a guy a double that he didn't even earn. That'll drive you crazy when you're on the mound.
That's inside. 2-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Justin Smoke is on deck. Now the 3-0 offering. Into right field. That's a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Dero, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
First pitch on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
From a hitter's perspective, you knock the donut off your bat knowing 2 things. This pitcher is out on the mound looking for a strikeout or a double play, so you better set your sights at least belt high.
Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Fouled away. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
The 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. This one's down to third. Bryant's got it. One there. On to first, and they get them both.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Wieters awaits the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point.
Hard hit ball to second. There's Baez. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. On now to the bottom of the second. The Cubs are on top, 3-2. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jose Quintana. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
The 1-0 is high and outside for a ball.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Fouled off. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Pretty sure there wasn't any ill will behind that pitch, considering he has 2 strikes on him. Just got away from him from what I could tell.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Ryan.
Stepping in, Chris Bryant will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Gonzalez steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Harper looks up into the bleachers and gone. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. His second home run of the series, and it gives the Cubs a 4-2 lead.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Here's George Springer. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Hey, down 0-2. He better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Two out, nobody on. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Popped him up. Smoke is under it. And the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now batting, Gio Gonzalez. 9-1-2 due up.
Gio Gonzalez.
Pitch on the way. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
That's a ball.
Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. Weak chopper up the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. Hard hit ball to second. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Digging in for his second at bat, Adam Eaton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
(2-0) to the National center fielder.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
Now the 2-0 home. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. He was in a position to wait for his pitch on 2-0, and he got it to keep the inning high.
For the Nationals.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Eaton is off of first with 2 away. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Now the 2-1. He's running in there. Now the throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
The 2-2. Misses above the zone for a ball.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Almora. And that ends the inning. One left for Washington. Still down by a count of 4-2. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Dribbled to the right side. And that's out number 1.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop, Addison.
So digging in now, Addison Russell. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
The 1-1. Grounded foul off to the left near Brian Butterfield in the third base coaching box.